Welcome to the Nerdy Magpie. Sorry it's been so long since I've been here. A lot has happened in my life. I think the last time that I had a floss tube was the 1st of July, maybe? I'm not sure. But I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about why I've been gone. Kind of sad news. It's tested my peace a lot, and you know that's been my word for this year is peace. So the 1st of July, I found out that we were losing our house that we've had for 25 years. I won't go into all the details, but it was really, really hard. I still have not gotten over it yet. I don't want to cry. It's the house where it was our first house. It's the house where I brought my daughter home to. It's her only house she ever remembered. My boys were really tiny when we moved there. I homeschooled them all through the years. Our pets that we had have lived and died there. Just a lot of good memories. It was really hard leaving my daughter's room because it was her nursery. The last time I talked to my sister, she had painted murals on her wall in her nursery, and my son, who was 6 at the time, the little ladybugs, it was a garden themed nursery, his little fingerprints were on the walls. It's just been really hard. There was no time to do a floss tube. We had to hurry up and move out, and the man, we didn't even know anything about it until a man came and said that he had bought our house. And I said, well, you couldn't have. But indeed he did. So we were to be out. The courts gave us to the 29th of August, but the man promised us if we were out by the 12th that he would give us money, and he didn't give us any money at all. And then my husband had to go over there the other day, and they had already started tearing everything out of our house. Some days I just physically feel like I can't breathe. But the one blessing out of this is that we are living with my son-in-law and daughter. They have given us their whole basement. It's a finished basement in the garage for the dogs and cats. It's heated and cooled in the garage. So we stay in the bottom part, and they have the whole upstairs. And we share the kitchen. And we will be staying here until we can find another place to live. Might be a whole year, might be only a few months. We're not sure. Another thing that's happened is they're trying to take all our equity away that we've had in our house. I was told by 2 lawyers not to show up for court because the only thing I had was the house, and because it was sold, I didn't need to show up, so I didn't show up, and now they're trying to take all our money from our equity. There's been a lot of other things that have happened, and it's not been so pleasant. I tell you, something like this will really show you who your true family is and who your friends are. And as of right now, the only ones I can trust is my daughter and my son-in-law. I've went from a 1,700 square foot house to 536 feet, just about. And I'm not complaining about that. It's much easier to clean. But I do miss all my sewing things. Everything's packed up. So I will show you my few whips that I have. I kept out the ones that I have been working on this year, and I added in a few that I might want to start working on if I finish what I already have. So that's where I've been. Okay, well, let's get on with the whips, or the potential happy dances, my PhDs, as I like to call them. All right, so here we go. I'm not sure how to turn this around. I'm sorry. Okay, I am back. It is Monday, August 25th, I do believe. August just has flown by. Like I said, this is the Nerdy Magpie. And you can either get a hold of me if you have any questions or anything. My email is momofmjbm@yahoo.com. And that's the same as my Instagram. So let's look at a couple of things before I will show you my current PhDs that I worked on this week. Being arbitrary August, I decided to work on a certain projects a whole week, whereas before I was switching them out. So let me show you those. I just finished this one today. It is my daily stitch. It is a year of celebrations by Hands On Design, and it's the volume 1. I do believe they have volume 2, which is an updated version of this one. But let me get out my little stand here. I bought one of those stands you all have talked about before. So let's put that up here. Maybe you can see what I have gotten done. So there is, I just finished this today. I try to stitch with my daily stitch in the morning, and I did a little extra today. I'm not sure how much. I'm not keeping track of my stitches anymore. But so she just got finished. Or it just got finished. I changed the colors on the owl. These were supposed to be white, and I cut them in a pinkish color. I don't really like the color they picked for the owl, but that's all right. The flags were supposed to be red and green, I think, and I changed to red, green, blue, and yellow. Here, the books were all supposed to be like red and green, but I made them green, purple, and this burgundy color. And then the letters here were supposed to be black, and I made them purple. So I did some color changes there. They had this leaf here as a brown, and I decided to make it a green, have a little green worm, because they had him as a brown too. So there he is, and I will show you it up close. So there it is. If you hear a noise, that's the washer right next to the washing machine. So there's my one potential happy dance, and I did finish that one. And I'm going to continue to do October. I might wait until September to start October's, because they don't take very long. And this is the other one I've been working on since Thursday, so it'll be a week Thursday that I've worked on this one. But this is Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. And there it is. So far, I've finished the border across the top here. And I did all the words. And some of this was missing. This was missing. And I filled in that. So I've got to fill in the rest of this. And then I'll move down into the house. So I'll bring this closer so y'all can see it. This is a lot of fun. I've been trying to get at least 200 stitches a night on this, while on each of my potential happy dances. So let's see here. The next thing I know I worked on for sure was last week. I worked on, when I got back into my stitching again, I did work on My Favorite Holiday by Crochetti A Go-Go. There's a picture of it. And this is what I got done in a week. I think I put in 1,000 stitches. But here it is. Hopefully you can see it. Back it up a little bit. But I didn't have, let's see if I can put this down here. I don't know if it's going to stay. I don't have any of my clips. I don't have anything. Everything is packed up. So you'll just have to work with me here. So I had these cherries at the top, or whatever they, holly berries, whatever, and just this little bit of brown up here. So I finished up this and this, and then the Christmas, and then all of this, and then I did the candy cane, and I did the globe, and I did the Christmas tree, and I did the angel. Now I did change her halo from white to yellow, and it just had her with two little, they look like stumps for feet, so I added an extra on each side to make her look like she really did have feet. So let me fold this and I will show you it up close so you can see it. So here we go. If you can't see it, I'm sorry, but there she is. And I think it turned out real nice. That's been a really fun stitch to do. I'm going to put these away since I don't have a lot of room. I'll put these away as I'm talking about them. Okay, so the next one is, if you can hear my dogs, I'm sorry. It's just really tiny around here. So, okay. So, those are my potential happy dances I did this month. I did finish my August and my mouse. I have to put the mouse together still. Let's see here. I thought I would go ahead and show you how I am staying on track and finding out, remembering what I have, and if anything gets lost, I can go ahead and look up here and see the DMC. So before we moved, I went through each of my projects and I put the name of the project, let's see if I can move this forward a little bit. Maybe I can't. But anyways, what project number it was, when I started it. I haven't put a finish on this. The fabric is 18 count Aida. How big it is. This is for My Favorite Holiday. I just showed you. And all the numbers. So these are all the numbers that are in there. So if I run out of any, I have them right there. So all together, I have let's see here. I think I have 16 projects. Yes, I do. Counting Memorial Park, which I started on Labor Day, and which I'll work on the 29th of every month. So this is my book, and I wrote everything in there so I can, if anything goes wrong, I have it in my box of PhDs. The other thing I was going to show you was, I was watching Lara, is it I Stitched Birds? She's from Australia. Anyways, I was counting stitches, but it just got to be too much. So I went ahead and she had this idea, and I thought it was a good idea. So every day that she stitches, she puts a sticker on her calendar. So I got this little happy planner. I found it at Hobby Lobby. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to have my big happy planner anymore out because there's not enough room. So I've been putting little stickers. I bought some mini stickers and been putting whatever I like for the day. I've been picking them off, and that's how I've been seeing what I've gotten done for every day. So there is that. I thought I'd show you, so some of you have already seen this, but for my birthday, my husband made up this little box for me. He put the stickers and everything on it. But in it has all my stitching tools that I need for when I sit down and stitch. So everything is, I made everything compact so I wouldn't have it everywhere. So the next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you my stitches that I've been working on. I have been stitching or trying to stitch every day, even though we were moving. I have tried to stitch on things. So the first one I'm going to show you is, it's my stocking. It's called, I forgot what it's called, but it's by Satsuma Street. It's this one. This stocking is going to be for me. And let me get it. Maybe I haven't stitched on this one. I thought I had. I think I did, but I just finished up. I didn't get a whole lot of stitching done, but I did do what I could. And so I think I finished up where my name's going to go. So there's that. I'm loving the colors, of course. Jody Rice always does such a good job with colors. They're just my type of colors. So there's that one. And then, this one's not these yet. Here's Sign of Summer by, I do believe, this is by Bent Creek, I do believe. But I got the, let me fold this up again. Thank you for being so patient with me. Okay, so I finished up the whale and the little blow, and then I finished up the crab. And I've changed out some colors, I know that. I just don't remember what. So I got the crab done in the little shovel. And there's that one. So I did work on that one. And I worked on Enchanted Forest by Owl Forest Embroidery. If I can remember what I finished on this one. Okay, so here we I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'll let you see the top half, and then I'll go to the bottom half. Okay, so this was an orange bird. I had tried to convert some things, and storks aren't supposed to be orange. So I pulled everything out and made it white. And then I worked some more on this tree here. And then, let me get the bottom half of this. So I finished up the flowers, and I changed out the colors of the mushrooms and changed out the colors of the flowers to different colors because they were basically all the same. I worked some more on this branch with leaves here. Finished this up here. So yeah, that's what I worked on there, and I am really enjoying that. I'm hoping, so we went ahead and bought a camper. It's not a new camper. It's one we're going to have to work on redoing, and it's going to be a backup plan in case we don't find anything to live in for right now. But I would like to get that finished and hung up in the camper. And then I worked on my Christmas tiny town. And let me see here. What all did I get done here? Okay. Yeah. So I do believe the last time you all saw it, I had, this is showing up much more pinkish red than it really is. But anyways, I only had this house done. So I finished up the bunting here and the gate, and I did the house there and this tree and then this part of the house. So that's what I got done there. This is the only thing that kept my mind sane and made me feel normal while this was all happening, was to stitch. Okay, so those are all my potential happy dances I worked on during this time. Now I'm going to show you a couple of things that I pulled out of my stitching things before we packed up my sewing room that I want to finish. Two of these are ones that were, I went to the Crazy Woman Stitch Retreat last year, and these were partially finished, and I would like to fully finish them. Now, this one I absolutely love. Looking at the picture, I don't think it's that pretty. But as you will see, a picture doesn't do anything justice. So here is this. All I have to do is the fringes on the dresses, and then do the little native motifs, finish up the native motifs, and I'll be finished. And I think this is just absolutely gorgeous. So there's those. Isn't those pretty? I think that'll be great for Thanksgiving, to hang up during the Thanksgiving season. And whoever did it, they were my kind of person, because their back looks as good as their front. So there's that one. Sorry, my paper fell on the floor. So that is my intention to finish up that one. And then, and I don't know what kind of fabric's on. I don't know anything like that because it didn't say. I think it's 14 count Ada though. And then this is the other one. It must have been by the same lady. It's called Keep the Spirit. And this is what it's supposed to look like. But I am not going to do anything but the snowmen. Some of the pattern is missing, So I decided to keep the Christmas spirit all year long, and this part here, and then all the border, and then this part here, I'm cutting all that off. So I just have this little bit left to do. I paused the video and I thought I had started recording again, and I obviously did not. So I will just end the video here, and I will talk to you later. I'm hoping to, now that I have more time on my hands and everything's settling down, I'm hoping to put out a floss tube once a week to maybe every other week. So I will leave you now. Remember to have peace in your life, and if you've already started the fall season, enjoy the cooler weather. It hasn't quite hit here yet, except for at night, and I am enjoying it, but my body is still getting used to it. It's the higher elevation's taking a toll on my fibromyalgia and my rheumatoid arthritis, but I think everything's evening out now. So have a good day and a good week until I see you again. All right, bye.